Alright, I'm making this video to educate people on mainly 1969 Mickey Mantle white letters. I took two commons here. Sorry for the glare. I took two commons here to try and just a cheap experiment instead of testing it with expensive 69 mantles. But anyways, for years people have been removing the yellow with light. And Fred Talbot, there's not a white letter variation out there. I just made this as an example. And as you can see, it worked out pretty well. If I didn't know about this, I would just think it was a yellow or white last name variation, just like Mantle. So originally in 69, Mantle, there were some that were missing the yellow. And they're kind of rare. There's 1,000 in PSA holders, so they bring a premium. At some point, people figured out that you could remove the yellow with, a high-powered light or letting it sit in the sun for a while. 500-watt light will remove it. That's what I did with this experiment. It took like 30 hours. I let the whole card sit in there, and it's a little faded, but not enough to really arouse suspicion. And if someone's trying to trick you, then they'll pretty much just make it like this to do it. Well, anyways, I'm just saying, if you're in the market for one, kind of know what to look for. If, see, there's still a tiny-ish bit of yellow left. But if the card seems a little sun-faded and it just happens to be a white letter last name, I would avoid it. If maybe the whole card isn't faded, but the bubble's a little different color, it's not as bright as that, I would avoid it. Now this one, I did it pretty quick, so the back's faded. I put it pretty close to the light. If I wanted to take my time and do it longer, it wouldn't have been as faded. It would have been the same, but if the back's faded, I would completely avoid it. And then you kind of see the white in his last name is almost slightly different, but very hard to tell than the white in his first name. I would avoid it. So if you're even if it's graded, because I've seen lots of graded ones that have been altered that have fooled people. So even if it's graded, I would really look over it really well, because you might just be buying a yellow last name that's been faded to remove the color. If you like the video, please subscribe.